So today we are learning over extraction and under extraction. So number one, we must understand what we are extracting from coffee. You now know that we are extracting the coffee flavors. We want the flavors in the cup. And in coffee, we have over 1,200 components in coffee. 1,200 chemical compounds in coffee. Some of these components include 1, sugar. We have sugar in coffee. We have acid in coffee. We have coffee oils. We have the oils in coffee. We have minerals, starch, carbohydrates, we even have moisture in coffee, caffeine, among other things. So in general, we want to extract the flavors of coffee. That combination will give you the flavor of coffee. We also want good aroma, good smelling coffee, this good smell of coffee. So flavor and aromas and all that in the cup. So to get it right, you are not supposed to over extract or under extract. Okay? So I want to try to do both at the same time as we discuss. Okay, let's look at this. You will tell me which one do you think is over extraction and which one do you think is under extraction, yeah? Watch and learn. So look at the way they are flowing. This one runs too fast, while this one is a bit slower. So between the two, which one do you think is over extraction and which one do you think is under extraction? This one flows faster, this one slow. So for this one is under extraction, while this one would be over extraction. So what are some mistakes that I have done to cause this? We start with which one? Under extraction or over extraction? This one, over extraction. So there are 4 mistakes that someone can do that can lead to over extraction. Number 1 is tamping. When you over tamp, when you over tamp coffee, too much tamping will lead to over extraction. Number two, the grind size. When you grind coffee very fine. Andika point number two. Point number two is when you grind coffee very fine. So grinding will also lead to over or under. So for the over, you could have grind coffee very fine. How are you supposed to grind for espresso? Just fine. But when you grind very fine, it will lead to over extraction. Point number three, when you put too much coffee in the portafilter, too much coffee in the portafilter. And the last point is if there is a problem with the machine itself. For example, the pressure of the machine, espresso machine, the pressure should be at 9 bars. So those 4 points can lead to over extraction. So you have extracted the good flavors. You've gone past, so much so that now you are getting the bitterness of coffee instead of good flavors. You just get bitterness too. So over extraction, if you taste this coffee right now, you will feel it's bitter, not sweet as expected or good. Under extraction is the opposite of all those we've written down. Point number one was about what? Was about what? Over tamping. So in this case, this guy didn't tamp firmly. You know slay queens? You know them? Slay queens, they're very fun. So, tamping. Point number two was about? Yeah, so this guy, instead of grinding fine, he grinded coarse. The opposite of fine is coarse. So this one, he grinded coarse. That's why the water is running so fast, leaving the coffee flavors in the portafilter. We need water to take time, to take the flavors as they drop into the cup. Point number three is about what? Yeah, insufficient coffee in the portafilter. This guy didn't put enough coffee in the portafilter, so there's space in the portafilter, so water runs very fast instead of taking time. And then the last one, there could be a problem with the machine again. That's why it's running so fast. So if you are asked about tamping, about over extraction and under extraction, which we normally ask you, those are the factors that leads to both.